Hi friend! The autumn here in South Oxfordshire began with warm Indian summer days and continued with events equally as warm and happy. The kind of events you don't capture with your phone or camera as you want to keep them all to yourself. September flew by at a blink of an eye. Leaves are only starting to turn golden, and weather is changing hourly from warm autumn sunshine to pouring rain. For us, the real autumn is yet to come, and I'm waiting for it very impatiently. I've been absent from my little garden for 2 weeks in the middle of September, so when I returned home, I found a little jungle behind the house instead of a neat little garden it's usually been. Warm September and loads of rain recently seem to be fooling the nature, and instead of going to sleep, it's trying to grow new life. I see photos other people share from their corners of the world, where autumn is currently at its prettiest, where trees are red and yellow and carpets of beautiful fallen leaves cover the ground. English nature and gardens, in the southwest where I live, tend to stay green for longer, and whenever I look out at this jungle full of life, I feel like autumn will never come. But as soon as I opened the doors and breathed in the crisp, cold air, I realized that indeed I might be seeing the last of these juicy green leaves and bright pink roses. If I'm honest with you, I've never been too much into gardening. Outdoor plants, weeds and bugs weren't an object of fascination, but rather something I've avoided coming into contact with at all costs. A few years ago, I used to dream of an apartment somewhere in the city with skyscraper views and city lights, and never did I imagine myself moving into a small village and having my own little garden. But things change, situations change, people change, and unimaginable things happen to us. I can't say that gardening suddenly became my hobby, but I for sure can say that it brings me certain satisfaction to see new buds appear on flower bushes, or seeing climbing plants attach themselves to the wall, and even saying hello to the most persistent spider who lives right by my kitchen window. I had to have his home removed a couple of times already, as I trimmed the plants he built his web on, but even despite that, the little spider comes back to the exact same spot within just a few hours. Perhaps I always found gardening too complicated. There are certain times when you have to do things and certain ways how to do them. How to correctly trim and propagate, how to feed and when to water, how to train the climbing plants, and how to deal with crawling little creatures like spiders. But I let myself learn on the go, make mistakes, stay skittish when I see bugs on the horizon, and suddenly gardening became more fun. And now, when the garden is all prepped for colder months, I'm looking forward to seeing how the seasons change will affect it. The first month of autumn was full of change and full of events, but I only managed to share the moments from our evergreen garden. Sometimes there are moments in life which you don't want to share. Happy moments, the ones you want to keep all to yourself, greedily taking in every single minute of joy. Like these tomatoes I received from my parents' home and wanted to turn into several recipes to share with you, but they were so good that I ate them all before even sharing them with anyone but myself. I also traveled a lot last month, saw the biggest full moon rise in the sky and countless magical sunsets. I stood in the little alleyway hidden from the rain, witnessing the craziest thunder. and I sat by the window in my room looking at the droplets of rain roll down the glass. Those were the moments when I didn't want to pick up the camera, but instead I looked at them in real life, imprinting them all deep in my memory. This only makes me remember that life is not what it seems. There is so much we don't know about other people's reality, and all we can do is take a peek at what they show to us through the stories they choose to share. And isn't it wonderful to be able to catch a glimpse of someone else's world, even the tiniest bit at a time? Until next time.